Hello, my little acorn crop. In honor of Halloween, we're going to do one of my very, very favorite makeup tutorials for one of my very favorite characters, the Bride of Frankenstein. Now, when we approach this tutorial, we have to realize that the original Bride of Frankenstein was filmed in 1935. Now, since it was a fictional movie, we have to realize the makeup style that they used was going to be heavily based on the makeup of the time, which would have been pencil-thin eyebrows plucked out of existence and drawn back on about to the temples. Mascara was worn. False eyelashes were pretty popular during this time. Eyeshadow was pretty natural looking, but was applied past the natural eye to enlarge the eyes. Colors were popular. Excuse me. Yes, of course colors were popular. Colors that were popular were blues, greens, pinks, and they were applied lightly and beyond the natural eye. Eyeliner seemed to be more of a thing on the upper eye, not so much on the lower eye. Used in the same way to widen the eye's appearance. Popular lipstick shades were dark reds, maroons, and raspberries. Lipstick was applied in the rosebud shape, as opposed to the Cupid's bow, which is what I usually do. Now, since the actress has big, full lips, I'll be overdrawing my lips to achieve a look like hers. Now, in doing this look, I wanted to try to be as close as I could to be the way the actress looked, though all that went out the window when I realized my dress that I made for this costume was gray. All I can say is I made the dress before I researched the movie, or watched the movie. Now, the actress who played the bride was Elsa Lanchester, and I think she was a gorgeous young woman, but I think in later years she ended up being more of a character actress. But she did have thicker and fuller lips than I do, and she has a cute little dimple on her chin that I do not have, but I would probably kill for. Now, fun fact about her, her parents were Democratic Socialists and were very unconventional. And her mother was even institutionalized because she was not married to Elsa's father. This was known as the Lanchester kidnapping case. Now, as to the role of the Bride of Frankenstein, poor Miss Lanchester suffered so. She was wrapped in sheets of fabric to make them look like bandages, and since they didn't have any got to be glued then, her hair was actually combed over a wire mesh, and her eyes were taped open for long periods of time while shooting. I truly feel for this woman, but this is, I gotta say, one of my absolute favorite looks. Okay, here we are. I have actually, what do you call it, waxed out my eyebrows and concealed them. And now I'm just using a red lip pencil to draw on the scar like I want. And then I'm using rigid collodion, which unfortunately, apparently you can't leave this stuff sit around for a while because mine was horribly dried out and disgusting, and it was not cooperating. So you will see here that I kind of give up. It's got globs of that stuff on there, and then of course the more I used it, the more dry and disgusting it got. And there I'm peeling it off my finger, but you can kind of see it starting to work a little bit. I'm using the powder to set my eyebrows, or set the concealer on my eyebrows. Ooh, there you see, it's looking good. So I'm using this Rubie's makeup from Spirit, and I'm mixing it with my Dream Mousse. And you can see it looks really green there. And I'm really kind of surprised because it looks so green, but then it seems to kind of fade in the course of the video, and I don't know if it's my lighting or what, but it becomes a very light green color, which is kind of what I was going for, but not completely. I wanted it to be a little darker green, you know, kind of looking like this skin was putrid, you know, because the Bride of Frankenstein is, hey baby wipes, a created creature like Frankenstein. So my vision was to have her patched together. And this particular wound is one that the actress has. You probably saw that at the beginning. And I'm making this just plain green, just with that cream makeup. So I need to set this because it'll smear all over everything. As you can see later on, it actually smears on my earbud. So I use my Sugar Pill Candy Crush to set this. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. There you go. So it looks okay and doesn't smear on everything, because that sucks. Now I'm using the white with that Dream Liquid Mousse because I want to have a striking contrast between the green and then like the regular skin tone. And this look really looks good, and you'll see at the end, because I'm going to include some pictures. This looks good with different colored eyes. So I've tried it with one contact lens, I've tried it with 2 contact lenses, but I just really like the kind of different eyes because it's, you know, parts of different people. And I'm choosing the green. I want it to look putrid. I want it to look like maybe the skin on the left side of my face is not quite, you know, good. It might have been perhaps an older corpse that they stole it from. Okay, I'm rocking out there. That's really kind of funny. I'm jiggling my head all over. Okay, so I said Elsa had a dimple. This is me putting a dimple on and then using the rigid collodion to kind of suck that in there so it looks real. And that's what the rigid collodion does, is it sucks the skin together, and I don't know how to describe it. It makes a little dry line on the skin and looks like a scar. It looks really cool. I really love this stuff, but apparently you can't let it lay around very much because it'll dry out and be gross. Okay, white eyeliner on the waterline. Here's a teal pencil I found in my bag that's probably as old as Methuselah, and I'm using that in the waterline of my green side. Now I'm just kind of shadowing a little. What is that? Wait, contouring. I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm gonna try and contour this a little bit, add a little shadow under my eyeball. And I probably drew these eyebrows on a little too high. And you can see through the course of this video I'm having problems with the eyebrows because the wax stuff just kind of is really hard to draw over. You can see even my L'Oreal Blackbuster had some problems. At least I think so. I mean, in watching the video it looks kind of okay. And I switched hands, that's funny. She had these really straight eyebrows that kind of turned up at the end. So that's what I'm trying to capture. I'm actually using now my Sugar Pill Bulletpoof, kind of trying to put that over the pencil, excuse me, what do you call it? The ink? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forget these things when I'm doing these narrations. But the liquid eyeliner, that's the word. Okay, so actually what I'm doing here is putting my eyelash glue directly on my eyelid because I have not found any way that this works. When I put it on the eyelashes, I just end up gluing my eyelids together. I don't know why. So I put it on my eyelid by itself. And like I said, the false eyelash thing was a big thing at this time, so that's why I'm putting them on. I am not a huge fan of false eyelashes. I mean, they look great, but I just have such trouble with them. I don't particularly care to wear them. And now I found a forest green eyeliner pencil that I'm going back in. Oh yes, don't forget to put your mascara on prior to putting on your false eyelashes, because I did and it looks kind of silly. So I'm putting mascara on the bottom lashes, which I don't usually do. Now I'm throwing some glue on again so I can put my eyelash on. And these were brand new eyelashes that I got from Walgreens, their Halloween section. So, I don't know. How do they look? Do they look good? I don't know. I'm tightening a little bit in the front because I didn't quite get my false eyelashes down on the inner corner of my eyeball. And now we're going to do my lips. I forgot that I was going to overdraw them. So I'm using a kind of burgundy lip pencil to outline. And then I'm going to use this sort of brown lip pencil to go over that. And ideally, what's supposed to happen is that these two are supposed to be blended together so it's darker in the corners of the mouth and then lightening out in the middle part of the mouth. And you can see it's going to look kind of dorky here because, yeah. And then we're just going to go ahead and blend using the pencil. And this is a trick I learned from Candy Johnson. She does a huge, or much better job than I do. And she uses MAC. And these are like rando pencil eyeliners that I have, or lip eyeliner. Lip eyeliner? No. Lip liner and potentially eyeliner that I have. And then I'm blending that in with the burgundy color eyeshadow. It's a loose powder that I just got from Tater Rounds. And I'm trying to blend it in. It comes out not looking quite as blended as I wanted it to. And then I was like, oh yeah. I looked at the picture and was like, hey, I should probably make my lips slightly more rounded here and not so straight. So, to make them look like Elsa's. And I'm using some rando brown Ulta eyeshadow just to kind of fill in. Because I didn't want to do like my extreme black eyeliner look because that's not really what she had going on in the movie. And now I'm contouring. And I'm using my contour palette that's as old as Methuselah. And now I don't usually do this, but I'm contouring down there on my chin, trying to make it look like her chin a little more. Contouring the sides of my nose. And I wanted the bridge of my nose to kind of stand out a little more, so I'm using my white eyeliner pencil and then blending it in with my finger to make that stand out a little more. And then right there at the top of my lips, I have no idea what color that is from Rimmel. It's kind of a olive green. Just trying to do the same thing as I have on the more natural skin tone side. And then I'm contouring with that Rimmel green again. I will try to include that in the description box. I might not be able to be bothered. I don't know. We'll see. And we're gonna contour my chin, my double chin. Gotta get rid of that. And I am always kind of shocked when I do this makeup look, how different, doing a thicker lip and then putting on false eyelashes, how so different that looks on me than from what I normally do. And this is an iridescent loose powder that I got from Tater Rounds, and this is what the fuck Jeffree Star's Rich Blood is supposed to look like. That's what it looks like on the frickin' website, but it doesn't look like that in real life. And just drawing in my eyebrow. Using my Almay liquid eyeliner, my old standby. And then I'm going to include some pictures at the end of this look over the, times I've done it. I've done it several times, and you can enjoy. Good night, America, wherever you are. Don't mind the cat.